fanfiction, and any related video are made purely for entertainment and imaginative purpose. It doesn't have any connection to either's real life. It's simply a fictional story made for enjoyment. I also just let you know there is a voiceover included. If that makes you uncomfortable, feel free to mute it. Otherwise, enjoy listening.
Standing near the grand staircase, editing a terrifying, untouchable aura of absolute dominance was thin. He was dressed flawless in a bespoke top maroon velvet suit that perfectly. Jungkook, well, look what the cat dragged in. Jungkook, look at him, shooting like the cock. 10 guards for a cocktail party. Is he expecting a shootout over the appetizer? Then let him enjoy his grand entrance, Jungkook. It will make his eventual fall so much more entertaining. Ari had come over earlier in the evening to help her best friend to get ready forcefully, confiscating Ryan's modest plain clothes. The result was absolutely devastating. And happened to glance up. The crystal glass in his hand nearly shattered. He breathed violently hits in his throat, and his weight frozen completely to the marble floor. Suddenly, Jimmy feet completely stood in his chest. His waist darkened into pitch black pools of pure raw possessiveness. She looked so breathtaking, gorgeous that it made his blood boil. Before she could even process his sudden appearance, Taehyung's massive hand shot up. He violently wrapped on his waist, pulling her against his hard muscular chest with the terrifying possessive grip. Whine, Taehyung, do not leave my side for a single second tonight. Taehyung, keep your head down. Stay exactly where I can see you, understand? Taehyung, my old friend, what a spectacular party you have thrown us. Max got closer to it, not taking his arrogant smile, suddenly waved. His eyes casually drifted to the woman standing securely tight under the arm. Max completely frozen. Max, why human under his face, his eyes bulging out of his head, visibly trembling as he takes an involuntary step backward. Max, but how? She was completely vanished. She was gone. Damn, you seem surprised, Max. Damn, allow me to formally introduce you. This is Ryan Hill, my wife. Max, right? Yes, congratulations. Max, whatever, let us completely forget the past name. We are not high school kids anymore. We are powerful business partners now. Max looked up his chest, attempting to use the old candidate arrogancy to insult and in front of his new red and regain some much needed dominance. Like it was the past, Max, and you would do very well to remember your place in the present because now your thought works completely in the me. You breathe because I allowed to do not disrespect me in my own house again. Completely entirely obviously to the branches manipulated the own guards, the high society glass. I was standing in front of massive 100-foot long buffet setup. She was dressed beautifully in deep. Jungkook, carefully there, scooter lady. Jungkook, if you stuck one more gulab jamun on that plate, the entire thing is going to collapse. Are you planning to feed a small village or are you just storing up for winters? Hari, do you have some kind of built-in radio for running my piece junk food? Hari, for your kind information, I'm conducting a highly critical taste test of the catering and second of all, you look like a giant overdue penguin in that suit. Jungkook, a penguin? Huh? Jungkook, that's a lot of attitude for someone who recorded an episode the last week hangout. Tell me, Hari, are you enjoying this buffet or do you prefer a massive bite? The silver tongue held mid-air, the overbearing savage confidence instantly vanished, completely replaced by a massive wave of embarrassment. Her cheek violently to touch a deep. Hari, that was you kidnapped me. It was self-defense. You resisted like a bad life choice in an expensive college anyway. Jungkook smirked to pan into something incredible, dangerous, and entirely predicted. He took another step forward and completely entirely invading her personal space. Jungkook, is that so? Jungkook, to be completely honest, I actually enjoyed it when you bite me. But just a heads up for the next.
Harry, you absolute shameless degenerate. In her blind panic, she entirely forgot where she was standing. The heel was shoe caught on the thick carpet. She stumbled backward, her back colliding against.
Harry gasped, her hand instinctively slammed against his broad shoulder to steady herself. Her breath was hemming so frantically she was entirely certain he could feel it.
Jungkook, careful, sweetheart. Jungkook, if you want to throw yourself into my arms, you don't have to break the desert table. Do it. You just had to ask. Harry's mouth opened and closed like a goldfish, entirely rendered speechless by his pure.
Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time.
Hardy, stay away from me, you absolute shameless macaque.
You can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful.
If you ever come within 5 feet of my neck again, I swear to God, I will chop you into tiny little pieces to serve your actual junk food to the stray dog. Do not test me, you oversized penguin. Jungkook didn't even try to stop. He stood exactly where she left him, his hands sliding back into his daily pockets. He watched a tiny furious fight figure drafting through the crowd of the dangerous mafia. A deep breach.
Say it louder, say it louder. You're the question, you're the answer. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one
Harry, I hate him. I'm absolutely positively with every fiber of my being despite the giant tattoo gorilla. And Harry, what happened? Did Jungkook do something?
turn this all to something beautiful where you feel
Harry, did he do something? Why? The man has absolutely zero shame. And Harry, you are the only person in the world who would sit in the second hand of Mafia Empire with pepper spray. Harry, I don't care if he's the president of the underworld, he is a macaque. Oof, my throat is completely dry for yelling at him. I need water immediately.
Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, you can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Feel the moment, feel the power. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time. Say it louder, say it louder. You're the question, you're the answer. Bring the animal back to life. Bring the energy one more time. If you feel like letting go, You can take control. You can turn this all to something beautiful where you feel life gets you down, 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 gets you down, down, down. Say it louder, say it louder. Oh, feel the moment, feel the power. Oh, bring me out of overtime. Oh, bring the energy one more time. Bring the energy one more time.
have not done since 5 days of rushing to this. She was fully expecting him to yell. When Taehyung, about last night, I was too much and I didn't know what I was. Taehyung, what happened that day before the courtroom? Yeah, I'm asking you this for the very last time, and tell me exactly what happened 5 years ago. Else your mother is sitting downstairs in my guest room. She can answer all my questions instead. Why, no. My mother is in the village. She is hours away. Couldn't have can. I can. I'm the king of the city now. I can do whatever I want. Do not test my silence, Wine. You have exactly 1 minute. Start talking. Wine's breath hitched in her throat. She looked down, had changed. She knew he wasn't the warm, loving boy she knew 5 years ago. He was ruthless, powerful mafia boss. Wine, then please, I'm begging you. Don't drag my mother into this. Let her stay out of it. I don't want to talk about that day. It was my fault. I betrayed you. Okay, I'm ready to take any punishment. And while he was saying this, he's gone to the desk, his other hand gripping the proclaimed teeth of the edge, shattered in 100 sharp pieces against the wall. Then, are you still lying to me? Why? Then, why, Wine? Tell me the truth. Why the hell are you still protecting the person who tried to destroy me? It is Max, because he's the one who caused you. Because if it is Max, he will be changed in my basement by midnight. As he yelled at her, accusing her for protecting Max, something inside Wine finally snapped. The fear completely vanished. It was instantly replaced by a sudden overwhelming wave of frustration and bitter anger. Her hands curled into freeze, her trail slid forward, but her eyes blazed with a furious fire as she looked into his eyes. And you want to know what happened? Your own father and Max's father cornered me. They showed me a live video of my mother tied a chair with loaded press on her temple. They told me that if I didn't stand Wine, I didn't protect them then. I protected you. I've broken my own heart so you could leave. So don't you dare to stand there. Tell me I wanted to destroy my entire life just to keep you alive. He stood completely paralyzed, his hands, which has been cast into the senseless piece just a moment before, slowly went slack. The absolute horrifying reality of her would wash over him. Damn, why? When looked at his tense, rigid state, her heart kept missing the invincible Mafia King looked so utterly low. She whipped her tears and checked with the back of her hand. She had taken a shaky breath. And at that time, I didn't know it was just a twisted plan to steal the power I was in. I was so terrified your father came to me. He told me that I stepped back. If I've broken your heart, it would have eventually good for you. One, he promised me, he swore that if I did what he asked, he wouldn't let anything happen to you. He said you were in danger. Only way to save your life was let him take over. I don't know the dark intention behind his words. One, Tara also knew the truth then. And I begged her. I fell on my knees. I begged your sister to show the proof. Tell you that I was being blackmailed, but she turned her back on me. She decided to help Max instant. It felt like as the floor has vanished within his fate, his own sister, the little sister he had spoiled endlessly, the girl he had protected with his life and gave the world to, had watched him suffer. When he suddenly appeared in front of me after 5 years, stepping in to be the groom, taking over my life, I was actually happy at first. Even thought I was trapped. A small part of me just so relieved to see you alive. I thought you had moved on from the past. And do you really hate me this much? Instead of shouting, instead of destroying the room, Taehyung lunged forward and closed the distance between them in a single desperate stride, pulled Wine tirelessly into his massive arms. Thank God. Thank God. It was not you, Wine. Then I knew it deep down in my soul. I knew you could never do that to me. I knew my Wine could never be that cruel. In that beautiful silent moment, he didn't care about the massive betrayal of his own family. He didn't care about his father's side, his sister's disease. The only thing that mattered, the only thing that filled his entire being with brilliant building lights. And I'm sorry. God, why I'm so damn sorry I wasn't nice to you. I brought you here. I locked you in this cage. I tell you my own hated. I curse myself for every single day I made you shit. Then, for the past 5 years, every single day, and every single day I woke up thinking about you. I kept asking myself, why? Why did she do this to me? How could she shatter me like that? But no matter how much strange I felt myself, no matter how many times I told myself I dislike you, some part of me always knew my soul knew it wasn't you. Fought me every time I tried to hate you. I just too blinded to see. Please forgive me, Ryan. I don't deserve it after all the hell I put you through, but please just say that you will not leave me. I will bend the entire bit to keep you grounded if you ask me. Heavy, sophisticated Balanchik I had carried for 5 long years, the constant fear, the desperate need to protect him from the silent agony of his hated finally lifted off her shoulder. Ryan, Taehyung. She cried into his chest, helping the curving in the fabric of his shirt. He had spent so long protecting the people around her. Ryan, no, don't apologize. Please don't. You didn't know. They manipulated you perfectly. When I was covered too, I was just a terrified girl. I should have thought better. I should have found a way to tell you the truth. I should have taken action instead of running away, letting them turn into you. And no, stop. Completely pulled back, his large warm hands coming up to gently cup both sides of her system, softly returning with away the endless stream of tears falling from her eyes. And it wasn't your fault. None of it was your fault. You saved my life. You sacrificed everything you had for me. Then leave it, leave the past, leave my father, leave next. I don't care about any one of them right now. I have had enough of this hate. I was entirely sick of this revenge, this endless, dull, sophisticated. I just want to love you right now. For the first time in 5 years, I want to love my wife.